During the recent budget hearing, Department of Corrections Director Fred Bordallo Jr. says staffing is key.
In this budget, it will allow us for not only our current staff, but to recruit and to increase our force to at least 200 by December. So that's promising there, to have at least 200 people, to include the reserve program that we have and other programs that we're looking at with our parole division. We're doing recruitment right now. We're in the process. I think we've been doing some interviews. I think we had a listing from the Department of Administration. They're giving us additional. We have a continuous listing.
He says more officers mean less overtime, allowing shifts to return to a safer 8-hour schedule instead of the current 12-hour grind. But it's not just manpower. The prison has been in the headlines recently. Lawmakers, including Senator Chris Barnett, questioned whether the problems have reached an emergency level.
I think anybody in the public who's watching the Department of Corrections right now is probably not very happy with what they see relative to allegations, serious allegations of officer misconduct. So I want to ask, what does this budget do to prevent and stem the flow of contraband into the prison? And do you have plans to address? You know, it's very troubling. We read about a big federal bust involving an inmate, Demapan, and then I come to find out that, you know, weeks after that bust, we're still finding cell phones, charging things on this particular inmate in our most maximum security unit. So I have to question, you know, your leadership and your plans to address these very serious issues ongoing at the Department of Corrections.
Bordallo responding to concern.
That's not good news for the Department of Corrections, and certainly would affect the men and women of the Department of Corrections, but we constantly ensure them, keep your heads up high, keep looking for your friends or neighbors who want to join the battle instead of just talking on the sidelines about that battle.
Barnett posing the question.
Do you think a state of emergency exists at the Department of Corrections today?
The DOC director admits the system isn't operating as it should, though he remains confident the issues can be resolved.
No, I don't. No, I don't. It's not normal, but there's ways to improve it. I have optimism that it's not an emergency.
For now, corrections officials say more staffing, new facilities, and legislative support will be critical to improving safety and operations behind the prison walls. Jonagan Charfres, KUAM News.